Today's video is going to be about why I decided to start working for VIP Kids. I've been in the field of ABA for 10 years. I love my children with special needs passionately. I love the field. I'm very passionate about the science behind it. And I just loved connecting with the kids and my families. I felt like a part of their family. And so the inclusion of it just was amazing. So I have been driving 1.5 to 2 hours to work for probably about 3 years now. And I have always traveled. Back when I lived in Alabama, I would travel an hour to Birmingham, Alabama to go see my kids in school in Birmingham. And I loved it. I could listen to my podcasts on my school through my car and always felt like I was using my time wisely. So it never bothered me until here recently. So I am a mom of 2. I have an almost 9-year-old and my son just turned 4. And I have this guilt of I didn't spend enough time with my daughter when she was my son's age. I did, but I like to beat myself up. But I did take the time to teach her and go take her to do fun things. We always went to Skyline Drive and the zoos, and we would take spontaneous beach trips. So it's not like I never spent time with her, but you moms understand the mom guilt. Maybe it's just engraved in us that we have to mother our children more than we do, if that makes sense. So anyway, my son has some behavior issues. He requires a lot of time, a lot of my sanity, and I didn't have enough time to work with him for his behavior needs. So between dentist's appointments and doctor's appointments and always wanting to go on field trips with my daughter, and not being able to because I had to work, parent-teacher conferences, I had to pick, do I go to the conference or do I work because I have bills to pay? Because my daughter's always had straight A's. She's done really good in school. Do I have to talk to them? Which, yes, you do, because it's not just about the grades. There's the social aspect too. So you're having some social skills issues. So having to talk to her teacher about that, making doctor's appointments for random stuff. So either having to call out of work and not get paid for my children's health or even my own health because of my stress levels, and because I never sleep because I am in my master's program. I do ABA. I also run a crochet business with my mother. So every fall we are crocheting away. Something I used to love and now I actually can't stand it because it's so time consuming just to bring in that extra income. So anyway, the drive is one thing. I'm mentally burnt out from driving so much. I do miss my children dearly that I worked with in ABA for several years. But putting $400 a month in my gas tank was a bit ridiculous. Granted, I made the money to kind of balance it out, but that's still a lot of money, guys. So anyway, the second one is this is probably the first one, is my children. I want more time with them. Since I started VIP Kids, we have taken a spontaneous beach trip. We have gone to a monster truck show. Keep in mind, I've only been with VIP Kids for 12 days, and it's already flourished for me. I also told my daughter's teacher that I can go to the Richmond Museum now because I'm not working during those hours, so I am capable of chaperoning. And I had told her 3 weeks ago that I wasn't going to be able to chaperone because I had to work and I didn't have any paid time off left. So I'm still waiting for that email to see if I still have my chaperone space. So we will see. Number 3, my energy levels. So not only have I put on a good 50 pounds over the past 3 years, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't sleep. I have insomnia. My 4-year-old son still does not sleep through the night at 4. So I'm up a couple of times throughout the night. I have 2 dogs, one of which will not stay off my bed. So every time she jumps on the bed, I wake up. So I had to buy a weighted blanket. I have a panda pillow my mother gave me. Nothing works. So now with this job, I am a night owl. So I can't say that it's not my fault that I don't sleep. I like to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, watch Game of Thrones, watch Once Upon a Time, read a book. Sometimes I even like to clean the house for several hours. This job gives me the flexibility to be able to go to bed when I want, stay up when I want, because China is a 12-hour time difference. So if I want to work from 9:30 p.m. after my kids go to bed, because I have nothing better to do, if I want to work from 9:30 p.m. until 3:30 in the morning, then I can. I stayed up that late anyway in my head, so getting up at 7 a.m. really doesn't make any difference to me, except this time I'm making money and keeping myself busy. I can't say I've worked until 3:30 in the morning yet. This Friday will be my first time basically pulling an all-nighters, so we'll see how that goes. I can take weekends off if I want. My morning schedule, typically I'll start at 6 in the morning. Each class is 30 minutes long, so I do back-to-back sessions. And I will work from 6 in the morning until 9 a.m. I can work until 9:30 if I want, but I've been cutting it off at 9 a.m. so that I can go have coffee and just have some energy to be able to go clean my house or whatever else I need to do for the day. I will say I have been notorious this week for napping, and they're little 15 to 20 minute cat naps on the couch. I'll turn on Blippi for my son. Guilty. YouTube. I'll turn on Blippi for my son on the couch. I'll snuggle up with my big fuzzy blanket and I'll pass out for like 20 minutes. And then when I wake up, I'm refreshed and full of energy and ready to go again. You can't take naps when you have a full-time job or when you travel. So when I'm driving and I'm going like this, there's a problem. I don't want to die, guys. Not ready yet. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth reason that I started with VIP Kids is because of my own health. So because of the amount of driving that I do and working with kids all day long, I have back pain. I'm not even 30 yet, and I have massive back pain. I am out of energy a lot. Could be because of the weight gain, who knows. But my hands have also started to cramp from driving. So I'll be holding my steering wheel and my hands will literally get stuck like this. I haven't had this issue in a week because I haven't gone to work. I haven't driven. So my hands aren't getting stuck anymore. I was at the doctor all the time. Do I have arthritis? Do I have carpal tunnel syndrome? Do I have rheumatoid arthritis? What's going on with my hands? And I kept being told that it was stress. And I'm actually thinking they were right. Because in my head, I was like, how does stress cause it? I guess it does, because I haven't gone in a long time. A week is a long time for me, guys, because this was every day. So I feel like my health is better. I have more energy. I have time to put my face on and actually fix my hair. I don't change my clothes. I'm wearing sweatpants right now. It's cool. They can't see me. I don't even have to wear a bra if I don't want to. It's great. Okay, so the next thing is flexibility and creativity. So this job allows my creative juices to flow. Unlike ABA, I can't be hands-on with my kids through the camera. I can't grab their hand and show them where the right answer is. I have to make things like this with a whiteboard. So it's a mouse, because some of them use a mouse. And I'll grab my whiteboard and I say drag and drop or draw a line. And it kind of registers with them, oh, my mouse, grab my mouse and I can draw with it. This I actually stole from somebody else on YouTube that has amazing videos. I don't think a lot of people are aware that you can do this, but it is a wonderful idea for you VIP Kid teachers. And I don't know. I just like being able to create things. Like you see my Hello Kitty back here. I have cupcakes. I have Spider-Man, and there's other tokens on the backs of those. I can draw for my kids. I got to design my entire classroom, which I'll be changing it in about a month because I'm over the black backdrop. I'm over it, so I'm going to be switching it up soon. I just don't want to right now because I'm trying to be consistent for a couple of weeks until I get a consistent clientele building. The next thing is my own schedule. I basically already went over that, what my hours look like. So I decided that I would work until 3:30 in the morning on Saturday. Well, it goes into Friday. So I start at 9 a.m. or not 9 p.m. Friday night, and I have back-to-back classes until 2:30 in the morning. I'm still open for the 3 o'clock slot. And 3:30 slot, more than likely I'll get booked. So I'm going to be pretty just completely drained. But we'll see. Maybe it'll work out great. But anyway, I chose that because I'm only working part-time during the weekdays because I have to get my daughter on the bus and get her ready. She's now out of daycare because I can pick her up from the bus stop now because I'm not working until 6:30 at night. So I'm saving $100 in daycare. She still goes to gymnastics, so that's another cost. But I can do that. But just the making my own schedule thing, I like to be in control. I am a control freak. You can ask my husband. I like things a certain way, and I like to know that I made them that way, if that makes sense. I'm sure you control freaks get it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, the next thing is my thirst for knowledge. So I have been in school for 8 years because I just love to learn. When I was driving to work, I would listen to podcasts about anything and everything down to the creation of the world and whatever else is out there to learn about, Buddhism and what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. I just love anything that will get my creative juices flowing and let me think. I like to think. So anyway, with VIP Kids, I have been to 8 or 9 workshops in a week, less than a week actually, because I'm always learning something. Like today I have a workshop at 10:30 in the morning about Chinese culture, which I think is fascinating. I know nothing about the Chinese culture, and they are very different from us and their viewpoints and the way they think. So it's nice to be able to learn about other countries because, like I said, I just like to learn. So it cures my little thirst for knowledge, especially since I took a semester off of school. I'm not having to read textbooks or learn from teachers. I really want to, having school withdrawals. So this kind of fills that gap for me. The next thing is, like I just mentioned, I'm in my master's program. I'm getting my master's in psychology with a concentration in applied behavior analysis. Do I know if I'm going to use that ABA certificate after I'm done with my master's? I don't know. I am actually leaning more towards getting my provisional and working in the school system, just to switch it up a little bit. This ABA is all I've known, so I kind of want to sprout in different directions. And who knows, I'm doing this full time, so maybe this will be what I do forever. I don't know. I love it. I think when I'm 40 or 50, I'll want to go do a full-time job driving and stuff. We'll see. And then finally, my love for teaching. I love to help people. I have something to bring to the table. I am passionate. I'm full of energy. I get excited over little things. So like today, this kid showed me some Plants vs. Aliens, I guess, thing through the camera. And I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And then I pull out this guy right here. And then I went, yeah. And then we started fighting each other through the camera. I mean, he didn't break his iPad, but which is good. But I can play and I can teach through play. I felt like ABA was a little bit more strict. I still played and I still taught my kids through play, but I couldn't play enough, if that makes sense. So I just love the fact that I can teach through play and be excited and make this kid across from me crack up laughing to the point where he's falling over, or he has snot blowing out of his nose. So things like that are these are the reasons that I am now a VIP kid teacher. I am a mother. I am a doctor. I am a nurse. I am a cook. I am a maid. I am a wife. So I have to be all of these things. And I'm sure you moms know it is hard juggling everything. Now that I am a stay-at-home mom, I can see how a stay-at-home mom could be stressed out and overwhelmed and tired. It's hard work. You never get a break, except for those 20-minute cat naps. So if you want to be a VIP kid teacher, I can help you along the way. There, you will hear people say that have been hired by VIP kids. You will hear them say, haven't had any bookings and it's been 2 months. I don't even know what else they say. But anyway, most of the issues are about bookings. And I can tell you from the day I got my certificate, because I worked my butt off, from the day I got my certificate, I had classes. I had several classes booked. And I have quit my job. I quit my job on Monday, which was, what's today? It's today, Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Let me see. It's Thursday. I quit my job on Monday. So I may have burnt a bridge, but I want to be a mom, and I'm happy now. And I may ease up the wrinkles and the gray hairs might stop coming in now, and I might have time to work out now. So like, subscribe, share my video. I'm sure there are several teachers that are looking for a job over the summer. And if you want to stay in your pajamas all summer and still make some extra money on top of that school salary, then you can email me. I'll link my email below. We can talk on the phone. We can have a teacher meetup day, and I can even get everybody at my house. We can have a bonfire and actually talk about things, and I'll show you my schedules and stuff. Of course, the bonfire is only for people I know. So, interested, email. My referral link is also going to be linked below. Bye!